Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Wasting time. My home in Georgia, headed for the I like that song.
It's a great song. Oh, it's a great song. It makes you feel good just to hear it.
I know, it's like it looks like
you can really turn it, you can really put it out.
Let me just see if this is organized. Well, I know it's not.
Okay, let me get this organized here.
My head's cut off. It's going to like right here.
One of those guys that got a little bit of height.
Tales of Three Glory by Samuel Walton. That was before Canada. Yes.
Was your father called?
Who?
Your father.
What are you saying?
I said, was your father called?
It became
Oh, yeah. I'm the same 6'4" like I. But I would have been more than 6'4" had I not had all my orthopedic problems. I would have been like 6'7" or something like that, according to that.
His book was edited by the editors, and then it was a big success. And then before his death, they would say we need a version of the original manuscript, which was far less appealing and far more acceptable and hardcore than the novel was. Some people said, oh,
I said, what, not 77 chapters?
but both versions.
Like his last book?
They call it. But it was if somebody with a voice like you.
No, the non-edited version is yours.
Yes.
All right, we're back to the same time. Soul American. Remember that? That commercial?
Tobacco.
Yeah, the commercial. Lucky Strikers find tobacco and let's NFT. I never found out what that really meant. Oh, yeah, let's something more flavors. I think he has that. All right. So in line with the evening's theme, not the general long theme, which is diamond, I'm going to read some very short pieces. Theoretically, they're like diamonds. Diamonds, like, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Remember that?
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah. All right. So, in line with diamonds, these are short and small, and they're various. So, here we go.
You can use them to cut glass.
What is that?
And you can use them to cut glass.
Yeah. So, everybody knows the company called Hallmark, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is not Hallmark. This is Hallmark. Hallmrack. I didn't want to get in trouble for writing this one. A Hallmark card. Night so blue, stars so bright, snow so pure, snow so white. What a sight in the night, falling down as soft as light. The snow is pretty, the snow is fine. The snow, it's yours. The snow, it's mine. That's all you
Great shot. I like it.
Yeah. And so this next one is also short, as you can tell. It's a poem that was formed with a prompt in mind, one word per line, and then you had to have all these words and you had to use them. I did use half the words. I only used half the words anyway, so it goes like this. Autumn clouds went, yes, this little magic at home, winter colors, mornings, windowsill, a glow hummingbird who saw algae pond, pebbles, silent crosses, my pleasant cottonwood barnyard has peace, has love over everything in turn. Oh, fun. I'll be a little okay, so this is metaphysical in my metaphysical days. All there is. The color of it, tiny hint, moss, a single blade of grass shadows their commune at this exact time of day. The commune lives on a fragment of curled earth. Soft and green, they take in the sun, let out the air, in and out they continue with the grass to weave. Again, I will close with this one, which was live recording at the time. Night related to the sound of a donut shop humming bass through the warm door air, running jazz out of 2 coins on the counter glass. The girls bus, dance just a little. It becomes a good riff. Warm eyes, unprinted invitations. The girls talk them off with music moving, getting spent hours clocked up. Coats hunch away through the door that can't slam. Work on the counter, time with the napkins to go, spots of sugar with sunsets on the table. I think that's it for me. Thank you so much. Let me see, now, who's next? Ben's next step.
Oh, it's the Sanderell, the Sanderell, the Sanderell. Give him a little more of applause than that. Because, you know,
Thank you, Mr. Brady.
Thank you, Mr. Sanderell.
That's all right, Mr. Brady.
I'm going to be reading at the W Books on Sunday between 4 and 6 at the Casa Dot. Anybody's interested?
Are you going to tell me about all that stuff?
It's free. I wasn't supposed to tell you about it. Yeah.
They were supposed to give me all the info.
Privileged information.
Did you get the Filipino stuff?
No.
Are you leaking, Richard?
Got Blaze's leak.
Uh-oh, I'm going to have to tell Donald. You know how he feels about leaks.
Oh.
He's the source of it.
Shh, don't tell anybody that. He gets
Mother of
upset.
all leaks, Richard Senderow.
I'm going to laugh now. Then we have to get arrested. All right. USA, you have no memory. USA, you have no memory. You barely remember this morning. You're surprised to find out they're still Indians. When you meet one, you think they're Mexicano, expecting them to speak Spanish. Some of you are so vacuous in thought. It's only about your sexual relationships, your life, your happiness, sadness, which is fine, but is there any room for anything else or anyone else? Are there other stories in your quiver? I become bored with you, me. You have nothing to enlighten us? You cry, you have no pension, no retirement, no health care. But it is our generation and those thereafter who willingly killed unions. United, we might have stood a chance against what followed, helping with what every human being has a right to. Now, most work at jobs they hate until they die instead of living lives that have meaning, joy. People died, maimed, terrified, but stood united to get what little that remains. The 40-hour week, overtime, benefits for starters. Unions became corrupt, but it was up to the membership to change, not to be led by thugs. But USA can't help itself. It's thuggish from the beginning. Now those rights will have to be fought all over again against all those new world odors permeating from politicians and leaders disguised as humans. That said, I would rather have a corrupt union with pension than health care. The truth is that when most need to show courage, most are missing in movement, imagination, never testing new ideas that may be better than the old ideas. They remain static, frozen. If you have no stories, only your self-absorbed therapy, go to your therapist. Tell them, not us.
Yeah, tell them.
Oh, come on. Now you're going to fuck up.
Hey, don't talk to your device like that.
Hey.
Yeah.
You talk to my device like that, it likes dirty talk. I mean, really.
Don't you stop this shit. You like that talk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was born on the farm. Day sky, night sky. I miss those times of big days, night skies. But night skies in the country and the sea are best. Shows how insignificant we are. Milky Way, phosphorus spiral arms across the sky, filled with light from stars' reflections. In cosmos sea of matter, light, dark. Trees stand reaching for sky, stars. Strong hickory tree, heavy with hickory nuts, proudly displays itself on windless, cloudless, warm nights. On summer nights in the season the fireflies signal each other, looking like twinkling stars on earth as the cosmos watches coldly. Things above seem in place, invariable. In truth, things are moving, stirring, colliding as fireflies do. It is the sky where Orion and Sirius isn't the only game in the sky. It's sky where you see things you can't explain, maybe what you think, maybe not. When the moon is full, it hangs among the stars below, slowly rising as animals below scurry from woods, crossing yards, roads to continue to the next woods. Barn owls always ask who, but is never given an answer. Storms can be seen off in the distance, lightening light starry sky. Things burn in lighted night skies, reds, yellows, blues, greens, purples, never to really know what it was that just gave up its life in death colors. When its sea of phosphorus behind the app leaves a tail that mimics the phosphorus sky, leaving a tail. Here is sky at its most glorious. See the beauty of the cosmos most high.
Most high.
And the last one is time is shortening. The brain, Stephen Hawkins, gives you 100 years left on the planet. If true, maybe we should stop killing. Life, death comes for universes, one day for our mother. Nothing is permanent, yet never destroyed. So what becomes of all this? Many ways to kill ourselves, but I'm betting on the cosmos and its chaos. Meteor here, comet there. Sad to say, but it might be what saves us and the mother from us. There have been many close calls lately. This cannot be understated, one between us and the moon. If Mother's not blown apart, it will destroy our technology, pollution from our petrochemicals. It will be Earth healing herself. It may be a beautiful sight from space, Earth being terraformed. Not so much for us. Beautiful cosmos creates universes with black holes clean up after. So please, before our end, let's find some love, understanding. Peace might follow. Grab it, dance, make love to it. Make music, speak. I'm no saint or Buddha. Humanity, know your best while monitoring your innate primitive to know when to pull back or to move forward. Yeah, that's right. Peace, love, and understanding. Understand? You know, these things that we have yet to attain. Maybe it's time to party down like it's 1491.
James Conrad, come on up here. Then we got Mark, and this guy over here, if he wanted to read up.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Woo,
yeah.
Sick and tired of not having him just wandering around.
Make him read. Make him read.
Geez. You're here.
Read and weep.
Yeah.
Hello, folks. My name is James Conrad.
Thank you, James.
We are getting pretty deep into the series for my new book here, The Madman at the Mechanics Institute. Basically about a series of chess games with a very sore loser. And now, episode 3. Cheng gathered up the pieces, set them up once more, designating the same sides as before, and moved his pawn to e4. Josh moved his to e5. Again, Cheng played the piano, knight to c3. Josh, choosing not to be so reckless this time, moved his knight to c6. Cheng moved his other knight to f3, and Josh developed his bishop, moving it to c5. Cheng moved his rook's pawn up one square. Josh then set his knight at g4, building up the attack on f2 that had begun with his bishop. Cheng, seeing this, moved his queen's pawn to e5, blocking the bishop. Josh captured the pawn at d4 with his own, only to have his Cheng move his bishop to g5, threatening his queen. Josh studied the board for a few seconds, pursing and twisting his lips, but opening his mouth a little at the corner to let out a nervous breath in short, angular bursts. He knew that if he moved his knight back to block the attack on his queen by Cheng's bishop, he would delay his opportunity to hassle his king and possibly screw Cheng out of a chance to castle, or perhaps win his rook. He licked his lips and moved his pawn to f6, all at once blocking and threatening the bishop. Cheng seemed unconcerned that his queen's bishop was in danger, and moved the opposite bishop to c4. However, Josh decided to capture the knight at c3 with his pawn, smiling at the prospect of a second queen. Cheng responded by moving his own queen right to the center of the board at d5. Relieved that Cheng did not take the black pawn sitting the nearest promotion, Josh picked up that piece and took Cheng's pawn at b2. Alas, Cheng moved his queen to f7 for the win. Checkmate, he said. Donald, sitting nearby, did a double take. Well, I'll be damned, he said. You beat him? He stood up, moved over, and looked at their board. Yeah, you sure did. About time, I say. Yeah, rub it in, said Josh, clutching at his bravado as a drowning man would a straw. Good game, said Cheng. Play again? Josh took a deep breath and blinked, shaking off the indignation. Yeah, okay, he said. Let's switch sides, though. Best 2 out of 3? Okay, said Cheng. Thank you. Now, before I go, I have copies of my book available for sale, and basically I'll just tell you quickly, here's how it works. Each one of these costs me $2.50 to make. And I'll be flexible about the price, but just don't go too low. So if you would like a copy, please feel free to come see me. Thank you.
Thank you, James. I see the man. Now, Mark Walton says he's game to go, so Mark Walton, kindly come up here. Bill, are you going to do something?
No.
Jesus Christ and a hamburger.
Why don't you wander around and recite something?
I'm wandering around.
Well, wander around and recite.
Let Mark do his thing.
Well,
Just
that's when he...
Mumble. All right, Mark.
I'm gonna do my thing.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever it is.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to do a reading from. Actually, let me start this way. I'm working on a manuscript currently. I started about a month ago. It's about the SRO hotel situation in San Francisco, which I was a part of. I was in that circle. I worked for Patel and all that stuff. So I am a dark humor fiction writer. So what I do is I have a Facebook page called called Bookmaster Mark. Excuse me, I'm a little nervous because there's a microphone in front of me. And Bookmaster Mark, what I do some of my character development is I do little extras about characters I'm going to put in my manuscript. And I'm going to read about one. I was outside trying to figure out what I'm going to do, man. Dang put me on the spot, and I got to read. So I decided I'm gonna read about this Police Academy graduate. I got to my glasses up. These are not bifocals. All right. All right. Police. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Police Academy graduate Charlotte Hicks was pissed. Many people thought that this particular cadet was born pissed. She had been an English teacher for 5 years prior to entering the academy. She was already sneering and scowling during her initial intake interview, but now she had graduated. She'd been slated for San Francisco. She was pissed. She wanted Oakland or maybe South Central Los Angeles, but no, she got Gayland. She wondered how many days she had to wait before she could fire her service revolver. That cheered her up some. Her mom was a cop. Her grandma was a cop. Well, Fed actually. Her great grandma was, well, that bitch was a fucking crip, but hell, 3 out of 4 wasn't bad. Sergeant Montgomery McDavid, her new boss, she ain't no fucking boss for this bullshit job, wanted her in the mall to be her new partner. Partner? Fuck! Charlotte thought, this simply is not going to work. All she needed was a shield, a gun, some bullets, an ATM card, and it was on. Now screw the cuffs, that was bullshit. No. Besides, her fucking new partner could probably give her some cuffs just in case. Stupid. All famous TV cops had catchphrases when they closed the case, like book them down. Hers would be call the morgue. Their break's been canceled. Or a holster weapon is a useless weapon. That's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you. Sounds like it's going to be an adventure. All right. So, unless Bill, just checking. I don't know. You came in. I don't know if you wanted to go on Bill. No. Okay. All right.
I'll go again.
All right. Well, he's going to. Then you want me to do a closer?
If you want me to.
Okay.
If you want me to.
Sure.
I've never done the zombie dream here.
All right.
But Jim doesn't have a guitar, so I'll have to go a cappella.
All right. But speaking in English.
Well, I'll speak in the Generation X English.
Okay.
That I've learned is now an old person's English, according to millennials.
This is called the zombie dream. I had the zombie dream again last month.
It's always the same. It's the only dream I can ever remember. I'm running and they're chasing me, and I try to hide from the angry, hungry howls of their rage on the wind, but there's nowhere to hide. And then they're on me, biting and tearing and ripping, and they're screaming in pleasure at my death. And then they're not zombies. They're my mother and my father and my siblings. And then I woke up. I had the zombie dream again last week. It's always the same. It's the only dream I can remember. I'm running and they're chasing me, and I'm trying to hide from the angry, hungry wailing on the wind, and there's nowhere to hide. And then they're on me, biting and tearing, and I can hear the pleasure in their hungry chowing down on me, and they're not zombies. They're my friends and my neighbors and my co-workers. The mailman has my liver. The postman has my liver. And then I woke up. I had the zombie dream again last night. I fell asleep while I was watching the news. And I was running, and they were chasing me, and they were angry, and they were hungry. And of course, there is never any place to hide. And then they were on me. And they were biting and tearing, and then they weren't zombies anymore. They were Republicans.
Maybe they were zombies after all.
And we're never going to wake up.
Here we go. Mary? right. Yeah, very good. That's good. Thank you. All right, so we're going to take care of the fabulous prizes for the evening, and Gary's going to help me with this particular part of the show because otherwise it couldn't be done without him. Yes. So Arthur Miller, After the Fall.
My fellow alum of Abraham Lincoln High School in New York.
There we go. The Wild Food Trail Guide, most common edible plants of North America. Each plant is illustrated. Each has a range map. Blah 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 blah.
Most.
Yes.
Most.
Yes, and it's who's it? Oh, Alan Hall. I wonder who in the hall he is. Gnostic Gospels, Elaine Pagels. It says
Pagels?
Pagel. Could be Pagels. Could be Pagels because it rhymes with bagels. You know.
And you know the Gnostics like their bagels.
Yes. Onion bagels, maybe. Country Women's Poetry from 1975. I'm going to see if there's someone in here that I know because, well, why do I have this book? Well, there's Ellen Bass. I remember that name. Rudyard Kipling. No, I'm only kidding. No, I don't remember. Well, Stephanie Mines, but that's, she was never.
She does mind.
So I'm wondering where this came from. Let me just see here. Well, Albion. So I don't know. It's way up. Albion's north, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's why I might not know them. Anyway, we have the keynote, the last word, choosing the theme, mini feature, and and a co-pilot like that.
And a paper cut.
And a paper cut. Would you mind just cutting these a couple of times so that we can then distribute in a random fashion?
More or less.
And now, did you want to read, my dear? Yet, would you like to read? I mean, just because I asked him and him, but I just forgot.
The gentleman back there that you asked him, I don't know if he's back to see.
I can't see him.
He's around the corner.
Oh.
He's hiding, though.
Oh.
I don't
Gentlemen, would you like to read from around the corner?
I think he should.
All right. I think he came in here to have sustenance. Oh, thank you. And now, if I can have a minor drum roll, please. No, that's a major drum roll. I said minor, Thank you. Who's number 8?
Edward Mike Hugh.
Edward Mike Hugh, you are the first winner of the evening, or inner of the weevening. And any of these fine prizes, designed with your in mind, as I like to say, and people get tired of me saying that. Yes, any of these fine prizes, may yours be. Arthur Miller. Thank you.
Fine choice.
Fine choice. Number 11. Who's number 11?
Richard Sanderell.
Richard the Sanderell.
Mr. Sanderell.
Jesus. Richard. Number 9.
Tom Holmberg.
And I'd like to say that, okay, we got that. That the number of prizes and the number of people here are very low ratio.
Close. Very close. The ratio of prizes to people.
Yes.
Wild Food Trail Guide.
See, you're a guide, so I predicted that one. I predicted he would take the guide.
That works.
Yeah, sometimes. There we go.
There is justice after all.
Yeah.
There is justice.
Number 14.
Number 14 is Mark Walton.
Mark Walton, kindly come forward. You're here.
All right.
Any of these fine prizes are yours. We can explain them if you have questions
There
about
are
them.
only 6 left, though. We're running low.
Which one's the good?
They're all good.
That's the Gnostic Gospel.
The gospel.
We don't have a number 2. I think you're number 2. Number 15.
Number 15.
We don't have a 15.
No.
For crap's sake. 21. Oh, 21 is Hal.
Hal Robbins.
Hal Robbins.
The mini feature from tonight.
Yes.
So many choices.
I guess I will take the mini feature.
All right. Hal Robbins. All right, we have him there. Thank you so much. Number 12.
Number 12.
Oh, that's the feature.
TBD. Is TBD still here or did they leave?
I think TBD. We don't have a 16, do we?
No 16.
How about a 7?
We do have a 7, and that is Jack
Jack Melander.
Melander.
Country women.
Country women.
We're down to 3 prizes.
Mr. Owen Dunkley, you're the next. I looked over there. So you have the theme, the last word, or the co-pilot, whichever you prefer.
I'll take last word.
Last word. Okay, we put him on.
All right, we're down to 2 prizes left.
2 prizes left. The theme and the co-pilot number 6
is Buford.
Buford, you want to be the co-pilot, or do you want to give me the theme? Huh?
What he's doing?
What he's doing?
Co-pilot.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You want to give us the theme?
Those are your 2 choices.
Yeah.
Political sabotage.
Bang.
Political sabotage.
Ooh,
Okay.
give me a little Beastie Boys riff.
Sabotage. Okay. And now the only thing that's left is the co-pilot. If anybody wants to do that, let me know, or you can let me know later if that's fine. I mean, you sit here and we make fun of each other. We didn't do that too much tonight.
No. But we're warming up. I'll do it again next week. You can make more fun
all
of
right.
me next
If
week.
you want to do it, okay.
Sure.
All right, there we go. We're on for next week. So, Christine No, N-O, is the feature next week, and I have heard her. She's really great. I was going to have Ingrid Keir, but she didn't know that I wanted to have her here because it was a surprise to her when I said, "Oh, I'll be looking forward to it in a couple of weeks." She said, "What?" So there was a miscommunication, but Christine Knows stepped into the breach, and so we'll have her next week. And then political sabotage. The word sabotage, anybody know where that came from? Because I do.
The sabot.
Yes, sabot, and then throwing the machine into the
machine.
Yes, okay, there we go. I love that story. I thought that's so good. And now it's in our vocabulary. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another fine evening. Toss to the wind.
Dan Brady, everyone, and
Thank you. Our co-pilot next week. And there we go. Take it home. It's good for you. I'll get back to me on that. Thank you so much. Talk amongst yourselves, and I will discuss. I am going to have a definition of warfare. I want to do that.
It's meaty.
Huh?
It's meaty, and we might be in a shooting war with North Korea by then.
All the more.
He's got to do something quickly, otherwise it's over.
It's
He's got to wag that dog, or it's toast time.
I got to do this.